Do excuse me, Master Bruce, but another guest has arrived.
I'm sure they'll find the bar.
You may want to greet this one personally, sir.
Carmine Falcone?
I knew it.
Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Falcone's never been convicted of anything except being a businessman who loves this city. Excuse us, Miss Vale.
I'm skeptical.
And what kind of business do you think he's in?
The one that controls enough votes to get me into City Hall. This is the necessary evil of politics, Bruce. It's in the service of a better Gotham, for all of us.
I don't like it.
But at least hear him out before you kick him out.
This doesn't look good.
Yeah,
Speak
this
with you
doesn't look
directly.
good.
Jesus, Harvey, inviting a known criminal to your fundraiser doesn't exactly look good for your squeaky clean image.
Exactly.
Let me worry about that. A word of warning, Bruce. Play nice.
I'm a little thirsty now.
You know, I've been in the market for a new house. Decent walk-up, sky-high ceilings, plenty of room for my cars. I think I'll take it.
What? It's not for sale.
Though the decor offends my eyes.
A.
Oh, man, all flash, no class.
Just like
My
you.
family built this house. It's not for sale.
Everything's for sale, Mr. Wayne.
Uh,
And everyone.
Excuse me,
Just
but
need
no.
to find the right currency. Carmine Falcone, thank you for welcoming me into your home.
I'm not going to welcome you into my home.
The sass.
You're a respectable
I
man.
refuse. Exactly, I'm a respectable man. Mean man. You're a mean man.
Gentlemen,
Jesus.
perhaps we'll all be more comfortable in the parlor. Follow me, if you will.
Didn't like that we didn't
You
shake his
should know,
hand.
Mr. Falcone, my analysts say we're raising triple with Mayor Hill. Hey, what's...
Private audience.
Oh, come on, guys. Bruce.
You'll be fine out there, Harvey. I saw plenty of skirts to keep you busy for a few minutes.
I thought we fucking
Have a
hello.
drink, have a talk.
We talk alone. Just you and me. Sorry, Harvey.
Yeah, I'll get a drink or something. Christ.
Yeah, well, that's just like Harvey, huh? Wants to make sure the rules are followed. But in my experience, there's the law, and there's doing what's right. You understand? And I'd rather see Harvey actually help this city instead of just saying he will. The man
why?
talks too much.
Why?
Chaps my face with words. I ain't here to chinwag about politics, Mr. Wayne. Gives me indigestion. I got enough of that as is. So, let's talk relationship. Chalk this for me. Be a pal. I can get Harvey the mayor's seat.
Chucky.
Or I can pull it out from under him. Okay, imagine this is me. And these are all my friends in Gotham. The businesses, restaurants, clubs, docks, unions, politicians. I make them all move. And I want to keep everything moving if Harvey gets elected. That's why I came here tonight to your lovely home, hoping to make a new friend. One who can help Mr. Dent see the light, if need be. Between your businesses and mine, I bet we employ half the city. Now, we got a good thing going, so I don't see why we shouldn't team up.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Hey, this isn't a deal with the devil. You listen to me, kid. I know somewhere inside that tuxedo you understand this situation. Money gets money. The risks, the alliances, the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to shake. and which to break.
Hey,
Don't you dare talk about my father.
You're getting worked up over nothing. Hell, I knew him longer than you did. People don't say no to me. Not for long.
Master Bruce, your guests are leaving. I recommend seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Peak.
Heed your butler's advice, kid. Oh, and I'm no longer interested in buying the house.
good.
The owner's a prick. And he's gonna get what's coming to him.
I'm just trying to do what's right, you know? Was that just the intro?
Yep.
It's me.
This is the Batcave. Yep. Episode 1. Realm of Shadows.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in, with breaking and entering incidents up 40% over last year. Remember to keep those front doors locked tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. The notorious Batman was on the scene, but failed to secure the stolen items.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Allegations that Dent may have actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about dirty politics. Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young politicians?
And in other news, we are now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat
Founders
the
of
blaze.
Wayne Enterprises. My parents. Dad a physician.
Still no
Mom
word
was a
on what
philanthropist. They worked tirelessly to help the less fortunate, setting up numerous charities, expending their vast resources to improve the city and its citizens. Murdered in an attempted robbery by a man known as Joe Chill.
This morning, the body of Falcone family capo Louis Pistachio Garmoni was found hanging off the side of the 4th Street Bridge, sometime just
Faithful, patient, ever helpful Alfred. He's been a part of the family my whole life. He raised me when my parents were murdered and guided me when I thought I was lost. He's my butler, my confidant, and the most secret weapon in my arsenal. He complains frequently about my nightly activities, but he's still there to patch me up when I need it.
while pressed into the tight quarters with fellow passengers.
We're gonna read all these.
While most have been
No.
admitted to Gotham General
Nah.
in critical condition.
Maybe
Police
sometime.
don't have any suspects. at
Not
the
sure we
time.
might as well. We already started.
Okay,
More
let me
patients
read.
have gone missing from Arkham Asylum.
I like reading. A new friend and the best district attorney in Gotham City has seen in years. His political ambitions have always been as big as his ego, and now he's hoping to become major. He's got so many great ideas for how to save his city. I think he'll be good for Gotham, but I have to steer him down the right path to get there. He's too easily swayed by anyone with power, regardless of their monkey morality.
Murky.
Monkey
morality.
monkey morality.
To evict tenants immediately and without cause. The new law
Hamilton
was
Hill.
created in order
Exhibit A. In What's Wrong with This City, he should have been thrown out of office years ago, but he's got his hands wrapped around Gotham's government in a death grip. He's been suspected of numerous crimes, but there's never been enough to make any of it stick. It's rotten to the core, and one day this city will realize it. Harvey's out there doing his best, and hopefully this upcoming election will be the end of his corrupt administration. You wait now.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, can you turn this off?
I don't know, because it's annoying background sound.
Killing Gotham's chance for a safer future. Maybe that's because the rumors of Hill's connections to some of Gotham's most notorious mafia families aren't true. We don't need another gangster running the city.
Wait, I have to fix this setting. It's driving me crazy.
What's it?
Yes. Hey, I just turned it off again. There we go. There's no way to turn that off.
District Attorney Harvey Dent just might be the hero Gotham needs. But he can't save our city alone. He needs your help.
Yeah, let's just leave it for now.
Yeah.
Look at data drive.
Nearly fell off a building for this.
I'm Harvey Dent, and I approve this message.
Talk about attorney politics. Does Hill
Sure.
think these accusations hold any water with the voters?
Let's find out what was so important.
Desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of
He couldn't he have just had a chair there and just have it come up from the floor?
Yeah, encrypted.
Of course.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave,
B.
in front of a computer.
I like this
I'm more
game.
at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
It's
Quite an
true.
eclectic resume. Did you find out what that Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process,
What are we looking at?
let me try a different angle.
Okay. Is there something we're supposed to see here?
First the purple one.
No, I can't press it.
This is a map of the east side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime,
0%.
I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
What's that?
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
I don't want anything to do with Falcone.
Well, he certainly showed interest in you. That's what worries me. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
I've seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. I'll check the codex.
We should have waited till now to read this. Oh well. Cat burglar. New criminal on the scene, tied to several recent break-ins. She's effective and doesn't leave many clues behind. Currently, the GCPD has no leads. I wish I knew more about her.
Gotham City Police Department?
Yeah. James Gordon. He is good by but he's a good by the book cop in the department that doesn't trust Batman. He was recently tapped to lead the major crimes task force. An impressive promotion, so he's doing something right. I think he could be a trustworthy and reliable source of info, but I need to cultivate that relationship. He's a family man, so he's not willing to take necessary risks on the street. That's fine. I'll take the risks.
Can you just press there?
Ah, good observation.
Okay, Vicky Vale, one of the Gazette's most ambitious and competent
Gazette's
most ambitious and competent reporters. I've read her stuff. Some of it can be a bit tabloid. Tabloid? Tabloid. But her passion for truth is undeniable. She's been with the paper for a while, covered all kinds of beats. Someone like that has the kind of access others would kill for. She might even hear more about what's going on in Gotham than I do. One day I may need to find out what she knows.
Carmine Falcone. The worst kind of gangster. One who tries to mingle with high society. He seems to have his hands in everything, including smuggling, real estate, bribery, and fraud. I could haul him to jail, but he'd walk the next day. I could shut down one operation and two could pop up in its place. His empire is vast and multi-layered. Finding hard, admissible evidence is required for a conviction.
Gotham City, population 10 million. This city is like a living creature. It's always growing outward and upward. The people who live here are survivors. They have to be, and they deserve better than the corruption that infests.
Arkham Asylum. Gotham City's only maximum security psychiatric hospital for now. Outdated in every way, building is falling apart, equipment is antiquated, and the staff's methodology leaves much to be desired. When the Thomas and Wayne Memorial Hospital opens, these patients will finally get the treatment they need. Oh, there was one more. Wayne Enterprises. Multinational corporation founded by my ancestors, covering a manner of manufacturing and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my father, but I'm not involved in the day-to-day operations. However, R&D resources have been helpful in pursuing my private interests. Yeah, that's all.
Not much to find, apparently.
A few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately.
Batman doesn't hide.
Or Batman.
I don't like being compared to a common criminal.
No, I think you're missing the point. You have to admit you've been drawing a lot of attention to yourself, and not the playboy billionaire buys new yacht kind of attention. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
You're right. I should have canceled the event.
But I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking at me.
If we make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night. No, I'm not partial to heights. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse.
Aww.
One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years?
I don't know
Still
who
some.
the Oz is.
We were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest
It's not a
idea.
coincidence.
No.
Do you think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but it's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close,
Oh.
I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Now I know who it is.
Me, I don't know it. I don't know him at all.